1 second, guys. 1 second. What the fuck? One second, guys. I'm almost done. Alright. Let's see. Hopefully, I kind of want to check Xur and see if he's got anything new that I don't have. Yeah, he's there. Hopefully he's got a gun that I don't have. I'm not big on the faded look. Like, I like it more clean. Like, no, it's not bad. Like this, how it looks like it's all damaged and shit. Let's check the postmaster real quick.
Underway. Received. By. Searching. Hi again.
Fenchurch does the exploring.
Kinetic damage. I kind of want the tech set. 148.
Okay.
My total's higher though here. 86. If I put the tech set, I'm gonna have a lower total. Well, these are higher. 87. I'll have the 2-piece bonus. Defeating powerful combatants or breaking a combatant shield with kinetic damage releases disorienting kinetic shockwave. Tech set. I need that. I wonder if there's a tech set cape. Cause this just gives me rocket or grenade launcher, which I'm not using. Sprinting while at critical health, being suspended, or being slowed by a stasis effect will immediately grant speed booster. I mean, that kind of comes in handy, man. I don't know, maybe I should wait
It's a promise.
before,
Oh, let me check right away.
once Bushido final blows with freshly drawn and reloaded weapons heal you. Fuck, that's pretty good. That's pretty good. I thought that was Bushido. Final blows with primary ammo weapons grant you primary ammo weapons to increase reload speed, pick up or
Ready to
a
check.
power grant special ammo progress. Alright, fuck. I'm just gonna stay with what I have because if not, I'll lose the bottom piece. I'm not really using the top, but I'll just save it for now. 149. I will infuse into this though, just in case I end up getting a cape. How much of a? That's not really. There you go. Buff. Zavala's got something for me. Maybe I can pick a tech set cape.
Are you ready?
Fuck, he's got last discipline. Oh, okay, he's got tech set. Fuck you. That's what I need. Wait, last discipline. Man, why don't he have the Bushido? Fuck, it's grenade and super. I'd rather it be health or
A
something,
prepared
but
soldier is a victorious soldier.
fuck it. We'll use it and see how it is.
How are hidden operations on Mars?
Motherfucker. Well, I'll have to infuse into them. I don't want to. Alright, so let's just wait. Let's just wait. Now we need some, which it shouldn't take long.
We face a strange road ahead, Guardian. It's good to know I can count on you.
Alright, class weapons. Shouldn't take long to get a drop for legs.
Ah, shall we begin then?
What? Why'd it drop so low? Health melee class. Grenade super weapons.
Speak to me not of the darkness. I want no part.
What do you think? Good eye. Keep it loaded.
My will is not my own, is yours.
Guardians, you make invisible, gain damage resistance. That's basically a crucible. That's actually not bad. I don't know if I have this or not. I don't
I
think
may
I
be
do.
here when you return.
Let me look though. I do not have it. Why do I have two of these?
The mind's eye is still watching.
This one has more health. This is a higher total, but
If you are here, it means the Nine are not done with you yet.
I'll probably get it again eventually.
I bring gifts of the Nine, gifts you sorely need.
Guardians, you make invisible, gain damage. You gain a second smoke bomb charge and have damage resistance while invisible. When you make an ally invisible, they gain damage resistance while invisible and you gain melee energy. Probably never use it, but
It was the Nine's. Now it is
bonus
yours.
damage on airborne shoulder charge. Improves diamond lances. Is that? Empowering Rip grants Devour damage from inside it, disrupts combatants. That's a new warlock.
I may be here when you
Peace.
return.
And what can I do for you? Catch you later. Hey there, Guardian.
Alright, let me go check fucking Black Armory chick real quick and then we'll fucking bounce. She might have a shader or something that I don't have. Plus I need to get the armor synthesis. Unless I've already got that bounty and I'm not defeated or finished it. Okay, I have. No new shader.
I never imagined life without the forges. But I suppose they're still here. The foundation for the Loom's technology.
Guardian, I've got confirmed intel. The Vex mine maintaining the quarantine has the last strangelet we need to reach 3.
My final tethers to the 9 are snapping. I feel like a live wire fraying. The charge is still there, sparking at the ends.
You won't miss that power? The station? It's a lot to walk from.
The 9's power, the light, it all came from outside myself. I'm looking forward to finding what's left when that all fades away.
I'm glad to hear you say that and that you're back with us. All the power in the world isn't worth having none over yourself.
That's strange. Some of the radiolaria in the Vex down here is reading as being from, well, not our timeline. They're trying to wall off our path. We'll have to push through some familiar territory to reach the mine maintaining the dampening field.
If the Guardian dismantles it, we'll have enough Strangelet capsules to safely reach the Singularity.
And 3's on the other side with our message. One step closer to an answer. One last leap of faith. If Maya can already manipulate time, why all this friction?
Unlike the 9, they're bound by their dimension. Chronal flow applies to all. Time moves forward, never backward. I want answers too, Ikora. We're simultaneous.
Looks like we're about to hit resistance. Get ready.
Resistance. You have reached an end, little ghost. Seeking to avert a catastrophe after the fact. You will wear yourself down from battle before it ever cuts deep enough to draw blood. But you will try.
It's an ambush, Guardian. Take cover. They're trying to lock us in. Clear a path and let's look for a way to disable those barriers.
What the fuck?
I thought this message was for me, Guardian, not you.
The Nine keeps stringing us along. Do they always get the future they determine?
Time is chord notation, the known possible scale of everything. But if the tone is set, why scheme against fate? Still, the Nine try, don't they?
Chords have variance to a degree. Tiny alterations in a range.
You're catching on. The Titan in me misses helping people. The city might do me some good.
I'm glad to hear you consider it. You could help us retake Seoul. Start small. Maybe Chicago.
I thought I was gonna die there.
Heavy Vex presence ahead. They're trading fire with an exile raiding party.
But thankfully, no giant minotaurs this time.
The Archon must be using us as a distraction to breach the Vex quarantine.
Too bad they crossed paths with you, Guardian.
Where the fuck did we go?
Guardian, destroying that brig deactivated a nearby exile signal. I think they had sealed off one of these buildings.
this a door in waiting? A bridge across space?
You know, there's remnants of Elixir technological signatures in the assimilated architecture here. The house must have been right on top of the anomaly before the Vex pushed them out.
The Archon's been trying to get back in ever since. It makes me think they'll make a push once we bring down the dampening field.
We'll need to be ready. But right now, we kill the noise. Kill the noise and hear our answers.
Excuse me.
There's static. A hook? I haven't felt this since I was emissary. One of the 9 want to speak.
Twitter. Is that you, Buttercup? Release me from those filthy, fleshy hands.
No. My hand resigned a broken contract.
Orin, what's happening?
An unthinkable glimpse. An order. Drawing pinpoint aversion.
No, too cryptic, Quitter. You want to know how we saved you? Your big ball never tell you that. You are flimsy. For me to stay and burn a while, I'll need the one with the fetching fermions.
Ugh! Gunsmoke, stop! Speak to me, not through me. It's my will. Mine.
Quitting didn't take fully?
It did. It's me, I'm me. Those tethers I mentioned still stick to my skin.
If Maya really thought she was inevitable, she wouldn't be trying to stop us. Push through.
Everything's being scrambled by a Vex disruption signal. Follow the cabling and we should find the source.
Man, this place is big, dude. All in one area.
These old human colonial outposts have been here for a long time. I wonder what they were researching before they captured this. This route will take us straight to the mine, creating the damping field. Almost there.
You never tire of learning the same lessons. Your response is not necessary. This is not a conversation. You're only meant to listen. How readily you obey fate. A leader without agency. A discarded puppet wrapped in her wires. And the weapon. Guardian, the Nine flatter you and themselves. But my enemies do not threaten me, because I do not allow it. I command their passivity. They cannot raise their weapons.
surrounding the corners of my cortex. Don't let them in. They'll burn through any non-emissary.
There it is, Guardian. That Vex mine has the capsule we need. I don't care what Maya says. We're on her doorstep and she feels it.
I've had enough of this wall in my brain. I'm looking forward to seeing it crumble.
The mine's defenses are linked to a series of shielded confluxes. I bet we can take it out with this.
Oh my god. Ah, fucking can't move.
it, Guardian. Bring them down. That should be the final Strangelet capsule. We did it. The quarantine field is failing.
Man, they fucking really nerfed the season pass.
We just detected a shockwave from the Singularity.
My connection is still tethered. Ikora, I'm letting 9 in. Talk to me to talk to them.
We have questions.
Commander, answers later. Bask. Perihelion around my maypole. But I do have a message for the weapon to be. Guardian, we knew salt water would evaporate. Missiles aping at solar flares would collide. Humanity was destined to burn. 3 and I, well, we looked at the Valley of Unknown Space. We saw our nature would nurture the conditions for uppercase light. Your resurrection was enabled by our hand for this purpose. Your action will end the looming horizon. For this, you were positioned, set into orbit. This and 3's message to come. Always loved warming your armor, Sunshine.
The well is dry. I have no more answers. I'm sorry.
Wait, so the 9 are saying they planned for me to raise the Guardian?
We are not pawns. We determine our choices, not them. Let's get to the Altar of Relativity and get answers from 3 ourselves.
My will is my own. It's as frightening as it is freeing. Don't misunderstand me. I didn't choose to be a Lightbearer. I did choose to be an emissary. And I chose to leave. I don't miss either life. I choose to bear truth. To share fragments I've stowed away from beyond the borders of known space. The knowledge I keep will save others. But first, there is a piece of myself that I left buried to grow in old soil. My ghost, Gaul. We planted violet petals from the Golden Age. My hands, their shell. After we leave here, that's where I'll go. One brief respite until fate calls us back to right the impossible.
Everyone, we have the last Strangelet capsule. Guardian, we need to take this to the Altar of Relativity and get that door open.
This is it. I'm finally gonna learn why I'm here. Big moment. For all of you too, I'm sure.
Yeah. Round of congrats to everyone. But we're not out of the doghouse yet.
Drifter's right. I'm sure the Archon will be on the move soon now that the quarantine is down. And when he does...
Quiet. Yes, you have reached your goal and torn down my collective's quarantine. This is marginally impressive, but not beyond expectations. You are free to enter and play out your adventure. As I have said, I concluded my business there long ago. All that is left is to see if the Guardians really do make their own fate. Or if you will let the 9 puppeteer your power to their whims. Remember that it is they who manipulated you. They who spent your lives so recklessly to save themselves. They who see you as something less. All I am doing is all I have ever done. Improving a broken system. You may remain shielded. Or be drawn into a losing battle. Goodbye, Guardian.
Guardian, drop everything you're doing. The reactor for the Academy is experiencing criticality. If we don't hold Meltdown, it'll bury not just the Ionians, but trigger the Singularity's expansion. It's all at risk. Guardian, lead us in.
Sorry. Let's see where we gotta go here. Oh, shit. Still can't figure out how to get to this, but let's see if we can get to this. I'm dead. I don't even know if that's... No, it's not the right way. Oh, it's open now.
Another one of those time field fluctuations. Were those Vex cleaning the time field up? I wonder what they were trying to hide. Let's get a scan and see what Ophiuchus and Ikora think.
Ghost, Guardian. We took a look at what you sent over, and I think it's incomplete. But it's the next thread I needed. Looks like a Vex cover-up. They were scrubbing information before you arrived, but there's more to be found. Ophiuchus is mapping a scatter plot of signatures that resemble Ghost scan. You take half, I'll take the other half. We'll see if they turn up a clearer picture.
Ikora, Guardian. Drifter and I had something to show you, to better varnish your understanding. Kepler is part of the Oort Cloud, a sea cliff of Sol jutting over the abyss of space. If you want to understand what summoned you, you need to understand dark matter. Find a pool of radiolaria. Drifter will explain first.
I familiarized myself with the most recent studies from the tower. Dark matter is well documented.
Sure. In papers.
Peer-reviewed data is our strongest place of knowledge. Though I imagine, Orin, you have a different angle on the subject.
I've had my eyes on some of these Vex going haywire, and seems like the dark matter of this place is souring the milk, so to say. Once the stuff gets near Vex milk, the Vex become disconnected from the collective, and then go nuts before they slowly die off.
The Vex becoming disconnected due to dark matter influence implies some part of their biology is aware of its presence.
It is, even when limited to 3 dimensions.
Forgive me for only considering 3.
We are dealing with 2 separate problems connected by the 9. Dark matter, which is what they are, and time, which is what they shift. Dark matter can usually only be experienced, not observed. Think of wind, or scent, invisible but detectable. Shifts in time, though, are harder to sense. We are drawings on a piece of paper, and without us knowing, that paper is being folded into a crane. We can seek their hands all we want, but we can't fold the paper. It is easy to feel adrift, powerless.
Ikora, the Vex don't normally worry about their plans being discovered. Why cover something up now?
The attempt to conceal Maya's plans is precisely what worries me.
Time doesn't feel stable here to begin with. It must be easier for the Vex to manipulate it.
In small ways, yes. Though I believe they're more limited here overall. This place is governed by rules even the Vex can't bend. Quarantining the 9 and the Singularity with it. Throwing themselves into dark matter. I think they're trying to build a resistance. Or fabricate one. Maybe they're close to an answer.
That's 2 down. Only 2 more signals to go.
we're not alone. Conductor, thank you for joining us.
This is not a damning accusation, Ikora. I am not separating weeds from chaff. I am restoring an arid field to its pinnacle. All we have lost, you and I regained. Think on that. Or stand in the way of the proverbial plow if you must.
Your fingerprints are hard to ignore. Anyone in the way of restoring your new golden age ends up trampled, don't they?
There's something beyond the Conductor's Vex manipulating the time-space around us. If the Vex didn't cause this, they were drawn to it. We've seen how they react to dark matter. Everything points to the Nine, but this place doesn't resemble the unknown space they've utilized in the past. From what I'm seeing, this mystery looks less like a cipher we're meant to decode and more like a panicked scrawl we're struggling to read. This is a crime scene. We're captured in the gravity of this too. But we still chose to come. Timelessness or not, we're here now. And we've changed set futures before.
Ikora's got a lot to look over here, and we've got one more time field to scan. Let's move, Guardian.
Really? Where the fuck is that coming from, dude?
Guardian, you've got an incoming call.
Guardian, Ophiuchus has produced an interesting development from the data you sent us. There are particles here, caught in each disturbance, that are suspended as a sort of static image. The Vex don't normally work like this. They rewrite something immaculately, as if it had always been that way. But this is sloppy. Too sloppy for Maya Sundaresh and her collective. Whoever did this wasn't worried about covering their tracks. They intended to be followed, and the Vex are sweeping up behind them. I wonder... We've always suspected the Nine existed in a parallel dimension of sorts. We know they're involved in bringing us here. What if we're on the right track, but facing the wrong direction? It makes sense that the Vex would be hunting after a fourth-dimensional being that can slip across time like they can. Maybe the Nine can accomplish something the Vex can't. For now, that's our best theory.
Did it despawn? I don't know what I'm looking for here.
Guardian, there's a growth in the Ionian settlement that the plant life is responding to. This interaction is arresting.
Cattleya Rex. Beautiful.
We'll have to send additional researchers for further study of the interaction between transdimensional matter and material flora.
Once I can wrangle my proprioception out of the 6th dimension and stop my skin from shifting squares on the periodic table, maybe I'll write you a paper on it.
Dark matter doesn't explain the time-lost artifacts we've seen.
It does, in a way. The Nine exist outside of time. When one intervenes in our dimension, it can cause tears in space-time, pull things through. A hole punch in our paper crane.
You have a talent for explaining complex concepts. Have you thought about how you could share what you've learned?
No. I have not been able to cloud through what is next for me.
Knowledge decays if it is not shared, as the Ionians say. What do you miss most, Orin, now that you're not the emissary?
My media file collection. I put so much thought into curating it before all of this. I loved Magpie. Maybe I still do.
Lodi mentioned a collection of pressed music recordings he left behind. I bet he'd enjoy someone guiding him through a few hundred years of what he missed. The time-lost objects we've seen. All of them are obviously from the past. We haven't seen anything yet that appears to be from the future. Orin, can the Nine only pull objects forward in time?
Only forward, never backward. When I was emissary, I knew this truth as I knew my own pulse. The rule of chronal flow is the Nine's oldest, and their cruelest. The Nine on the other side of the altar is connected to the Singularity, but they aren't one and the same. I don't see why they would seek to create a black hole, but their goals are different from ours. We have no sway over them.
Can you blame me for wanting to try?
Of course not. We've both been fortunate to learn about the world from the safety of the tower, and to learn about it from underneath our skin.
Then share that knowledge. There's a place and a future for you, Orin. Teach humanity what we cannot learn from study.
A future? I would like that.
Fuck, I didn't make it. Oh yeah. I mean, honestly, all I gotta do is drop down to there.
Guardian, I felt that. You found a piece of me, shed. A layer of past choice was molted here.
Orin, what? Was that you? What happened?
I clawed my way free of my own flesh, peeled back the time scale. It's not the only one, and it smells like memory. There is nothing more familiar than scent.
Orin, would finding more pieces help you?
There's a lash in my eye. Yes, I think it will help me. This was the first. Raw still. I remember those nerves and burning lightning. I did not wish to leave, but it had to be done.
What do you mean you didn't want to leave?
It started as sunrise.
You must have been determined to leave the Nine to endure this. What did they do to you?
Whatever was needed. But this one specific straw, so dry and petty. A murky knife in spine. But the wound still tingles. Enough to break my service with splitting suddenness. It was personal. Not a regret. A slight... I can taste it on the tip of my tongue.
Stasis weapons. Why would I have that? I had the wrong damn thing on my arms. Well, this is stasis. Yeah, that's right. What's the other one? Grenade. Firepower. What the hell is the... Seems like that one has more of an effect. Alright guys, I'm gonna take off. I will continue some more tomorrow.